Percy Jackson and the Lightning Thief, the movie and now TV show that inspires children around the world to shoot lightning out of their fingers. If you've ever stepped outside, which you probably haven't, you would know who this guy is and his millions of doppelgangers who just stepped out of Genshin. But those obstacles will not stop me in my path because today we'll be going word for word, bar for bar, for your favorite middle school novel, Percy Jackson and the Lightning Thief by Rick Riordan. If you know nothing about Greek mythology, I suggest watching this video down below by Jake W. It's called Greek Mythology Explained. Or you could be a geek like me. Chapter 7. My dinner goes up in smoke. Okay, so most of this chapter is just some insane lore drops. Okay, so Percy is half the Greek god, half human. Annabeth is pretty mad because she got sprayed with toilet water. Annabeth is daughter of Athena, and Athena is the god of wisdom. You would know that if you watched the video that I told you to watch, right? Right? Okay. Anyways, Annabeth wants Percy on her team, right? For capture the flag. She also finds out, right, that she and Percy are not a couple. So stop shipping them, okay? It started to get out of hand. If you watch the video, you find out that they're cousins. Okay, so it's dinner time at Camp Half-Blood, and everyone's just scraping food into their fire. So he follows in suit and scrapes some food into the fire, asking if someone could just respond. Mr. D, aka Dionysus, personally introduces him to everyone in the camp. The end. Bye. Over the next couple of days, Percy finds some sort of routine around camp. He does archery, foot racing, and wrestling, which none of those he's actually good at. And that is until the day he finds out about swords play. Ooh, I know, how mystifying. Anyways, Luke is demonstrating on those young half-bloods how to do sword fighting. He demonstrates a move on Percy, and he says it takes years to master, but in 1 second, Percy perfects it. Okay, so it's finally the day of capture the flag, and Percy's back there defending against Clarice, and he ends up breaking Clarice's electric spear. She gets really aggressive, like I'm gonna kill you aggressive, until Luke comes back with the other team's flag, proving that the blue team has won. I know, guys, what a shocker! The main character's team won. Wow. So Clarice backs off and lets him breathe for a second, and with that well-deserved break, he just lies down, knees in the sand, just breathing normally, like any other normal person, till he hears a voice to his side, and he sees it's Annabeth, wearing an invisibility hat. It's like she was there the whole time. Yep. So, Percy is kinda mad, because she kinda Ever since yesterday's predicament, Percy is forced to move into Cabin 3, aka the Cabin of Poseidon. Sadly, Poseidon's children are probably all dead or missing, so he has to do it alone. So Chiron tells Percy that since he's now the son of Poseidon, it's his job to do a special task for Poseidon. You see, Zeus's Master Bolt is kinda gone. That's kind of like prized possession. Zeus thinks Poseidon stole it, but now Zeus thinks that Percy stole it because other gods can't use each other's symbols of power, all that stuff, right? And Percy is pretty mad. Percy does not want to do this, because he does not want to be blamed in any godly war. So Percy goes up to this goofy attic thing where this mummy tells him his fate. So it's, you'll go west and face the god that has turned. You will find what is lost and see it returned. You'll be betrayed by one who calls you friend, and you will fail to save what matters most in the end. Now Percy, being all like, emo and stuff, doesn't really want to do this. I mean, who would want to do it? You have to go west. But apparently Chiron thinks that Hades stole the Master Bolt, because Hades hates everyone, all that cartoonish stuff. Well, if you actually watch the video, then that's the cap. And Chiron says that if the bolt isn't retrieved by the summer solstice, which is in 10 days, Percy is kind of cooked. Grover decides, since he's a satyr, he wants to join in too, and Percy realizes that if he goes to the underworld to Hades, he might be able to bring back his mother, who was squashed by